Hello, my friends at the Racquet Club of Philadelphia. My name is Jules. I am a Healthies team member. I'm a personal trainer and group fitness instructor, and today I'll be leading you through a 40-minute yoga flow. So hop on your mat and get ready to move a little bit. Let's bring our hands to heart center and tap into our breath. If you feel like you need a little grounding this week, maybe sit with palms down facing your thighs. And if you're feeling a little gratitude or maybe want to invite some gratitude into your day, we'll just sit with palms facing up. Sitting nice and tall, we're going to lengthen the spine and take an inhale through the nose and a nice soft exhale through the nose. And just start to slow our breathing down to a 3 count or a 4 count in through the nose. Breathing all the way down into the belly. And then maybe we'll start to roll the shoulders all the way up to the ears. We'll do that a few times, flowing with the breath. Let your inhale take those shoulders all the way up. And we'll relax them down on our exhale. Maybe do that a few more times. Really tap into the breath today. Let it carry you through your practice. Inhale the arms up overhead, palms touch, and we're going to bring the arms down as we walk our hands forward into a seated forward fold. Take a deep breath into the low back. A nice full exhale and roll up, one backbone at a time. And we'll repeat that. Reach up on your inhale. Exhale through heart center as we reach forward into that fold. Gently, maybe we'll walk it a little bit further. Take a full cycle of breath, and then we'll roll up the spine, starting with the tailbone. And sit tall. And let's do that one more time. Inhale, reach it high. Hands travel through heart center. And we walk it out, folding at the hips, grounding down into the tailbone, into the legs. A full round of breath, breathing deep into the low back. And we'll roll it on up the spine. Inhale, your arms way up overhead. Exhale, cactus arms this time, elbows pull down and back. Interlace your hands. Inhale, big lift out of the hips. Exhale, round into the spine, pulling the belly button in, stretching through the back. Inhale, sit tall. And we'll take a gentle twist over to the left, lengthening the spine, anchoring the tailbone, coming back to the breath. Inhale the arms up overhead, and exhale, return to heart center. Take an inhale, big reach up. Exhale, cactus arms, engage the back body. Interlace as we inhale. And exhale, rounding into the spine. Chin to chest, stretch through the back. Inhale, lift up and take that twist over to the right. Collarbones are sliding wide. We use that exhale to twist a little deeper. Inhale, reach it high, and return back down to heart center. We're going to take it into some spinal mobility moves. Inhale, send your heart forward as we lift and elongate. Exhale, round into the spine. So really rely on your arms here to do a little pulling, just gently moving forward and back through the spine. And then we'll go side to side, reaching through the rib cage. And then we're going to take it in a big circle. Imagine your heart moving horizontally parallel to the ground. Nice big circles all throughout the spine, just loosening up the spine and the ribs and the shoulders. And when you're ready, we'll reverse that circle. If you find any spots that are a little knotty or sticky, just hang out there and breathe. And when you're ready, we'll come back to center. Sit nice and tall. Give me a little windshield wiper action with the legs here before we swing our legs around and come into an all fours tabletop position. Make sure knees are right under hips, hands right under shoulders. Tops of the feet on the floor. If your ankles are tight, you can tuck the toes. We'll send it into a few rounds of cat-cow. On your inhale, you'll drop the belly, lift the heart. And on your exhale, pull your belly button in as you round over and just flow with the breath. You don't have to be on my timing. Just use that inhale to lengthen the front body and use your exhale to lengthen the back body. Maybe push into your foundation a little bit as you round over. Get a little extra stretch into the mid-back. Get a nice deep breathing. Go ahead and tuck your toes and send your hips back for a little stretch into the soles of your feet. Just take maybe 1 or 2 inhales here. And then release your feet. Stretching into the wrist now, we'll turn the fingertips to face our knees. And very, very gently, we'll just lean back a little bit to stretch all along the insides of the wrist. You can also walk your fingertips so that they're touching your knees and send your hips back. It's going to get a little deeper, further up the arms, the forearms. Nice deep breath. And we'll get the tops of the wrists this time, so your palms are going to face upward and gently lean back. This one can be really intense, so be super gentle. Nice deep breath in, exhale, do a couple of wrist rolls. That felt amazing. Maybe interlace and do some wrist rolls. Really great if you've been typing all day. And then come out onto an all fours position. Inhale, left arm forward, right leg back. Exhale, round over, bring your elbow to your knee. So your inhale is going to lengthen you. And your exhale, you're going to round over. And we're going to alternate sides. Inhale, reach. Exhale, big scoop. Super long lines, support from underneath. Try to create as much negative space underneath of you as you can. Let's go ahead and do one last round on each side, flowing with the breath. Big stretch, engage the core. Nice. We're going to send it into our first downward dog, taking it nice and slow, keeping the knees bent, pedal it out, right and left, roll through the feet, stretch through the backs of the legs, maybe onto the tops of the feet, give a little stretch. Lift and lower the heels a few times, maybe twist the hips, do a little knee swivel. Anything that feels good, anything that's going to loosen up your joints. And then we're going to lift up onto the toes a few times, pressing into the palms, and then we'll ripple forward on our inhale. Lower the knees to the mat, and take it back into a child's pose. Just relax here for a breath. Stretch those fingertips out a little bit further. And then come back up to your all fours position. Engage the abs, send it back into your downward facing dog. Gaze up towards your thumbs. Step it up to the front of your mat. Come into a forward fold. Relax through the spine. Take a hold of the elbows. Do a gentle sway side to side. Release your neck. Let the head be heavy. Let gravity do its work. Release your arms. Inhale, come halfway up to a flat back position. Really engage the core here, support from underneath. Release the arms, just let them do a few circles outward and inward. Exhale, forward fold. And inhale, reach it all the way up overhead to standing. Get your center here. Take a deep breath in, relax your shoulders away from your ears. We're going to be doing some sun salutations. Inhale your arms up overhead. Exhale, take a nice long forward fold. Inhale, come halfway up, flat back. Exhale, sink down into a chair pose, palms pressed together for this round. Exhale. Your fingertips will come to the floor. Step your right foot back, setting up for warrior one. Press into your foundation as you rise. Inhale. Take a nice exhale and just remind yourself gently to bring that right hip forward. So we don't want to be twisted at all. On your exhale, hands come down and we flow through a vinyasa. Let's take it nice and easy by bringing our knees down to our mat, doing a cobra here, maybe rock the head side to side a few times, and keeping the shoulders nice and relaxed. Exhale, come down and send yourself back into a downward facing dog. We'll be stepping the right foot forward and inhaling those arms up overhead, warrior one on the other side. And again, we're just going to square off the hips here. Pinky fingers spin inwards and backwards, opening up the heart space. Let an exhale bring your hands down as you step into a forward fold. Inhale up to a flat back. Exhale, release over the legs. And then inhale, come back into your chair pose. And as you exhale, reach all the way up to standing and bring your hands to heart center. So our second one is going to be a little faster. Inhale the arms up. Exhale into your forward fold. Inhale to that flat back. Exhale to chair pose. Again, palms are going to press. Exhale over, coming into warrior one. Right foot is back, left foot forward. Big reach up, inhaling. Exhale, bring it down. We'll flow through a full chaturanga here. Inhale to up dog if you're ready, cobra if not. And exhale, abs in to lift you to downward facing dog. Inhale, step that right foot forward. Bring the arms up into that warrior one. And your exhale will step you forward into that forward fold. Inhale to flat back. Exhale, releasing over. Inhale, chair pose, sink into the heels. And exhale to standing and to heart center. We're going to do that one more time. Get a little more power flowing. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, big dive forward. Inhale, super long spine here. Exhale, this time feel free to bring those arms out, biceps by the ears. Exhale, step the right foot back. Strong warrior one, push into those feet. Your exhale brings you back down. Flow through this vinyasa, your version, knees to mat or full chaturanga, cobra or up dog. Big lift into downward facing. Pushing into those palms, step that right foot forward. Super strong foundation as we lift, opening up the front body. Exhaling into forward fold. Just hook elbows here, release your head, sway side to side. Let the crown of your head be nice and heavy. Release the arms. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, release over. Inhale, chair pose one last time, and exhale, standing to heart center. Beautiful. Let's take it into our next sequence. Inhale, the arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, slide halfway up. And exhale, plant your hands. We'll flow through a full vinyasa. Downward dog, ripple forward. Coming into your chaturanga. Nice open up dog. And nice grounded down dog. Working the core a little bit. Inhale that right leg straight up behind you. Exhale, knee to nose. Let's hover. Exhale, send it back. Bring the knee forward. And one last time, big reach, big lift. And step it forward into a nice low lunge. Think about creating one long line from your heel out through the heart space. And on an exhale, we'll lift up into a nice angle here with airplane arms. Backs of the arms press high. On an exhale, bring the fingertips down. Inhale, spiral across towards that right leg. Fingertips reaching high, grounding down into the feet. On an exhale, lower the arm. And on your next inhale, big push into your feet as we rise up into high crescent. We'll take a flow through vinyasa. Feel free to take a child's pose here. You're always more than welcome to do child's pose. Let's take the other side. Inhale that left heel high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale to stretch. Exhale, using those abs. One last time. Hover for just a moment before you plant that foot forward into your low lunge. Really support from underneath here. So you want to pull those abs in away from that front thigh. And come up, airplane arms, nice angle here. Creating lots of strength in that front leg. And exhale, bring it on down. Inhale, take that beautiful spiral, opening up the rib cage. Imagine hugging your thigh and your chest towards one another. Let an exhale bring you down, and let an inhale lift you up, high crescent. Tag a little weight in that back heel. Exhale, bring those arms down. We will flow again through vinyasa. Again, feel free to take a child's pose here. We'll meet in downward dog. Gaze up towards your thumbs. Step, jump, or hop your way forward to forward fold. Inhale, slide it up halfway. Exhale, release over. And inhale, rise and reach up overhead. Hands to heart center. We're going to do a little balancing pose here. We're coming into a tree pose. So if you're on a very squishy mat, you might want to come off of your mat onto a little more solid surface. Shift all of your weight onto one foot and just do a couple ankle rolls. Turn your knee out to the side. You can always choose to kickstand your foot here. If that's enough of a balance challenge for you, then just hang out here, hands on hips, grounding down into that standing leg. Feel free to come into a nice full tree pose by pulling your foot up to the inner thigh. It's super uncomfortable for me, so I'm just going to bring my foot down under the knee. Press foot into leg, leg into foot. Maybe you want to raise the arms up overhead. Find a focal point to help your balance and come back to the breath. When you're ready, just lower that leg carefully, shake it out, and we'll do the other side. Shifting your weight onto the opposite leg, Again, you can do ankle rolls if you'd like. Always feel free to kickstand, so the lifted leg will turn the knee out to the side. Raise it all the way up, or maybe just hang out in your kickstand or right under the knee. And again, feel free to take any arm variation that you would like. Really root down through that standing leg here. Come back to the breath as you balance. Gently bring the hands down, turn that knee forward, and shake it on out. Great work, you guys. Come back to the top of your mat. And we'll take a nice strong mountain pose here, tagging weight into the fingertips. We're going to head into our next flow. Inhale, the arms up overhead. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, you slide halfway up. Exhale, chair pose sinking into the heels. Bring your hands together, press palm to palm. Left knee to the outside of your right thigh. We're coming into a spiral chair pose. Just slide your left knee back. It's going to want to creep forward. Knees should be aligned. Inhale, big reach up. And exhale, we'll twist to the other side. Again, slide the right hip back so we're nice and squared off. Long spine here. Sink low. Let an inhale reach you into your chair pose. Exhale, we'll flow through. And we'll meet in downward facing dog. We're going to send it back into a little child's pose here. If you need, you can just hang out in down dog if you'd like. Lifting those hips high. Inhale, right leg reaches up, and then just flip your hips open to the side. We'll take 3 big knee circles, keeping shoulders squared off to your mat. And then reverse your circle, 3 big knee circles the other way. Press into the entire palm here, strong shoulders. Come back to your 3-legged dog on an inhale, extending that leg. Exhale, we step it forward. Windmill those arms into warrior 2. Your back foot turns out 90 degrees. Long, strong arms. Inhale, we flip the palm, reach it forward, up and back. Peaceful warrior, back arm reaches forward. Exhale, coming into side angle. We'll take our arm to the top of our thigh here. Inhale, reach it back, peaceful warrior. Exhale, you have the option of coming down a little further, fingertips to earth. Inhale one more time, peaceful. And one more time, extended side angle pose. And we'll circle the arm. Exhale, down, inhale, up. Exhale, the arm down and around. Inhale, reach for the sky. One more time, exhale. Inhale, big stretch. Exhale, come back to your warrior 2. Let's straighten that front leg. Inhale, glide the upper body forward and tip over for triangle pose. We're opening up that rib cage. Feel free to take a half bind. You can keep your fingertips reaching high if you'd like. Exhale, step it on back. And flow through vinyasa. Optional child's pose. Here we go, other side. Inhale that left heel high. And we're flipping the hips open, stretching into that hip flexor. 3 big circles, one direction. And then we'll reverse directions. Strong upper body, root down through that right heel. Belly buttons pulling in. On an inhale, come back to 3-legged. Exhale, big step forward, turn out into your warrior two. Strong foundation, strong arms. Take a deep breath. Inhale, flip that palm, reach it forward, up and back. Lengthen through the side body here for peaceful. Exhale, coming into side angle, your version. Inhale, peaceful. Feel free to take this side angle a little bit further, bringing fingertips to the earth. One more time. Big inhale. Exhale, side angle pose. And here's our 3 big arm circles. Nice big opening up in the rib cage here. Use that breath. And we're going to exhale, come back up into warrior two, straighten the front leg. Nice triangle pose stretch here on the inner thigh. Hips are reaching for the back of your mat. Crown of the head reaches forward. Again, you have the option to take that half bind. On an exhale, bring it on down, spin forward. We'll flow through another vinyasa. Optional child's pose. And wherever you are, just come down into a child's pose, knees to the edges of your mat, toes together. Send those arms long. Deep breath into the low back. And we'll take a stretch into the right shoulder by threading the right arm under the left. And releasing the upper back. Take a few breaths here. Come back to center, change sides. Release the shoulders. And reach it forward. Just stretch it on back. Deep breathing. Tuck your toes. Find your downward dog. Look forward and step to the front of your mat, forward fold. Inhale halfway. Exhale over the legs and inhale. Come all the way up to standing with a big reach overhead. Fill the lungs. Exhale to heart center. That was a lot of work. Shake it on out. Get the hood out of your face. And we're going to do another balancing pose here. Strong mountain pose to start. Shift your weight onto one leg. Inhale, lift your knee all the way up to your chest. Interlace your hands under your thigh and flex your toes. Lift through your heart here and extend your high leg as far forward as you can. Just be mindful of that hamstring. Don't let the leg pull your upper body down. Think about your upper body pulling that leg even higher. Lots of energy through that heel. Tough pose. Shake it out. And we'll come on to the other side. Nice work. So shifting onto the opposite leg this time. Ground down through that supporting leg. Super important. Get your balance. Interlace under the thigh. Lift your knee high. Flex those toes. And send energy out your heel as you extend the leg. Lifting through the abdominals. Bend that knee in with control. Awesome. Come to the front of your mat. Toes together, heels apart, hands at heart center. Inhale, big reach up overhead. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, come up halfway. Some chair pose variations. Exhale, sink low. Bring the hands to heart center as we revolve to the right. This time we're going to try and balance by lifting the left foot off of the mat. Try to bring your left heel towards your butt. With control, we send it back into a revolved crescent lunge. Option to open the arms here for a little deeper stretch, or you can keep palm against palm. Inhale to reach high crescent. Catch your balance. On an exhale, bring it on down. Shift your front foot over to the side of your mat. We're taking a lizard stretch here. Your back knee can come down. Release your back foot. And for an added rotator stretch on the hip, just press into your inner thigh here. Let that front leg rotate open. A few deep breaths. And then carefully bring that leg back in. Shake it out a little bit. And we'll flow through a vinyasa. Get rid of that leaf on your mat. Outdoor yoga is so lovely. It was so beautiful today. Go ahead and step or walk or jump your way up to the front of your mat. Inhale halfway, exhale over, inhale big reach, and exhale, hands to your heart. And we'll take the other side. Inhale big reach, exhale, dive forward. Inhale halfway. And we're going to find that chair pose again. That single leg, very difficult balance. You can keep your toes on the mat here if you'd like. So coming into that spiral this time, lifting the right toes off of the mat, lifting the right heel, and then very carefully stepping it back into that revolved crescent. Again, option to open the arms. On an inhale, reach it up to high crescent. And on your exhale, bring it on down, finding that lizard pose stretch. Your back knee comes down. Maybe scoot that back leg back 1 inch. And again, if you want to take that rotator stretch, we'll press into the inner left thigh. Let the leg rock open. And we'll take it on back. Again, shake it out, side to side. Tuck those toes, send it into down dog. Gazing forward to your thumbs, step or jump forward. Inhale to halfway. Exhale, release. And inhale, rising all the way up. Exhale to heart center. Inhale, reach the arms. Exhale into forward fold. Inhale, halfway. And exhale, step it back, flow through your version of vinyasa. Always feel free to come to knees. And we'll meet in downward dog. Take a breath or two here. Inhale the right leg high. Exhale, step it on forward. Hands can come to thigh, or you can come straight up to a high crescent with an inhale. Exhale, coming into airplane arms, angling forward. We're going to push off that back leg and launch ourselves with an exhale into a warrior 3. Keep a little softness in that bottom knee. Press hard through your back heel. And when you're ready, land with control. Inhale, coming back up to crescent. And then exhale, we will flow on through and find that downward facing. Inhale your left heel high. Exhale, step it on forward. Strong, strong foundation here. Super tight core for this balance pose. Inhale up to crescent. pressing forward into this angle, using the strength of your legs, strength of your abs to lift you, launch you into your warrior three. Woo, get your balance. Push evenly through both heels. Root down through that standing leg. And a nice controlled landing. Reach it up, inhaling. Nice, you guys. Exhale, bring it down. Pedal out those legs. Flow through vinyasa. Nice extended downward dog. Let's just lower those knees. Come into a child's pose. Breathe into the low back. You've done a lot of work today. We'll rotate a little bit, stretch the upper back again. Come up a little bit with the hips, press into your right hand and send the left arm through, dropping the left shoulder into the mat, into the earth here. Take a few deep breaths. And then we're going to switch sides. The right arm threads through. Again, hips are lifted a little. Really press into that left arm to give you an extra stretch, an extra release in the upper back. Deep breath, and then we'll come back to center. Nice big inhale, nice big exhale. Make your way into a plank just for a second. We're going to stretch out the hips here, lift the right leg, bring your right knee to your right wrist and turn that leg out. Drop the back knee. You can scoot that back leg back a few inches. Coming into pigeon pose. Relax the upper body over. This is a really big hip stretch, so feel free to be as supported as you need. You can place a pillow or a block under that right hip. Just breathe into the legs. When you're ready, gently come up. Again, sending it into plank, left knee to left wrist, turn the left leg out, scoot the right leg back. Gently folding over. Breathing nice and deep. Letting our practice sink in. Reflecting on gratitude today. You made it onto your mat. Gently press your upper body up. And just swing your legs out in front. Carefully, we'll make our way down onto our backs. Release your neck, hug your knees in. Maybe you want to rock side to side. Lengthen the tailbone. Relax your breath a little bit. Plant your left foot, extend your right foot high. Let's draw the leg towards you. Stretch out that hamstring. We did a lot of leg work today. Flex and point the foot if that feels nice. And then we'll switch sides. The right foot is planted, that left foot is high. Nice big stretch in the back of the leg here. Send breath all down the leg. And then release the leg down. Coming into reclined cobbler's pose, soles of the feet together. Knees open wide, you can press, you can rock. And then when you're ready, we'll take it into Shavasana, sending the legs long, sliding the shoulders under, letting the arms open. And letting the breath become shallow. Relax into the forehead. Relax into the jaw. And melt your muscles into the earth. Start to invite a little bit of movement back into the body by rolling the wrists and ankles, rocking your head side to side. Maybe you want to stretch the arms long overhead, the legs long. And when you're ready, roll to one side, come up to seated, find a nice comfortable seat. Take your time getting there. We're sealing in our practice. And we'll end how we started our practice with palms down for grounding, palms up for gratitude. Or anything else, just bring your hands to heart center. Thank you for joining me today, guys. We'll bring thumbs to third eye center and bow forward. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me on your mat today.